welcome back to Avenues, episode 163. We got a bit of a different setup today. I'm in one camera and then Shayan's in the other. Justin's not here today. We're just trying to try something else. I don't know how I'm gonna be doing this, but yeah, we'll figure it out. And then
This looks like a fancy steak dinner of the
yeah,
two distant
Yeah.
couple. You know, the ones that are gonna would want to get divorced, but the guy's too rich for the wife to want to actually do that. You know,
that was quite specific, Shayan. Okay.
It's like when they sit at this long table and
Oh,
they
yeah.
eat their dinner and they don't even talk because
There's so much
yeah.
they're not addressing the elephant in the room. That's what you're saying?
No, they're not in love no more. It's
Oh,
like they
shit.
have nothing to talk about.
Huh.
Yeah.
Is that with us?
No, I'm just saying that's what it looks like.
I know. All right, let's jump right into this episode. That was a funny intro. So yeah, no Justin today. I don't even remember where you are, Justin. But I think you're camping or something. Anyway, let's see how this goes. It's a bit weird, how you guys can't see our computer and mixer situation, but it's a bit odd. Could have been more tidy with all the wires and shit, but that's fine. You guys don't see it, so it's not an issue. Okay, so we'll jump right into things. Talking about today, we'll do Cover Drop. We'll talk about Lil Tay, and then we'll talk about FNAF, and then we'll talk about whatever else the fucking Shayan. Let's actually start. Shayan, talk about your morning. What happened with you this morning?
Oh, so I overslept because not only I thought today was Thursday, which is it's a Friday, for people who don't know, and this week we couldn't get a normal recording time for the studio, and we have to go for our second option, which is the time we're on now, and the time we're on now is at 10 a.m. and by 10:30 I was asleep and Khan called me. I was like, "Yo, what's up, bro? What, you wanna hang out today?" He was like, "Motherfucker, show up to the studio. We got recording and Justin isn't here, so you gotta be on camera." I was like, "Fuck." So I got here in 30 minutes less. Still hungry as fuck. My brain hasn't processed shit because if I don't have breakfast, I'm not gonna wake up mentally.
When I called you, when did you wake up when I called you? Was it right as I called you, a few minutes before?
Yeah, jumped out because I checked the bus right after.
No. When I called, how long were you awake for when I called?
I wasn't. I was sleeping.
Oh, so I woke you up.
Yeah.
Okay, because I called you before to try to tell you I might be a bit late.
Yeah, I saw your.
I was 5 minutes late.
I saw your missed call.
Yeah,
so.
yeah.
Yeah, good thing they let you in though, because it
Yeah,
was
that
under my
been,
name. Yeah.
No, the guy was chill, but
Yeah.
I just said that my name's on it, and he's not here right now. He's gonna be late, so can I do it? And they're like, yeah, that's fine. Yeah, that's funny.
Yeah.
So you got up right away. That's
Yeah, I know, because
that's good.
after your call ended, I was still in the bed and I checked the bus and it was like, yeah, bus leaves in 10 minutes. I was like, fuck. Woke up, quickly put something on, freshened up, drank some water for breakfast.
Nice. All right. Tell us. Okay, so you do you like being here in the seat instead of behind the lens? You're in front of the lens. You've been in front of the lens a little bit more. Justin's been gone.
Yeah.
How do you feel? You like it?
I feel good.
It's a good change.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
No, usually it's more it's last minute, so I don't have much to
Yeah.
I don't prepare for anything, which is a letdown for me because I want to bring quality too. I don't want it just to be a substitute that I just sit here to fill in a spot. And I engage more. So the fact that I usually don't prepare as much kind of hurts me, but I still engage in the topics.
Yeah, that's good.
But that's the only thing. Yeah, it's if it becomes more of a regular thing, I'll be worried about it more. If I hear news, have it in the back of my mind and stuff like that.
Facts. So do you have do you think the viewers like you?
I don't know. Do they like me?
Let us know.
No, leave a comment, man. Let's see.
We've had I haven't seen all of them, obviously, because they're so famous that we get so many comments. But
That's true.
I've seen comments on you, on your videos.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember what they've said. I don't remember if they're negative or positive, but I've just seen some. So have you read the comments about you?
Not on YouTube, but
No,
I
never.
usually I sometimes see the ones on TikTok if the
Oh,
video shows
on
up.
your clips that we have of you.
Generally on the like the any video that of the
Okay.
podcast that like shows up on my like following page, I see.
Okay.
I mean, it's like I do that with literally any video ever. Like the comments, 90% of the time make the video even funnier than it is.
Mm.
No,
Yeah. I see.
well, if
Yeah.
it's a comedy video, I mean.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, I just check comments regularly for any video. So I also do that for the podcast. So
Nice facts. Okay. So you don't know if they like you or not?
I don't read all of it. Maybe like
Yeah.
2 scrolls max.
Fair enough. Yeah, 'cause we're so famous, we get so many. But
Yeah.
okay, let's jump into it. I meant to ask you. So like you finished the FNAF security breach the other day.
Yeah.
How did you like playing the game? I've played it. Obviously, I played it when it first came out back in December of 2021. And you just finished playing it, and it's been like almost 2 years. So
Yeah.
what do you think about that?
So I loved it. You know, another type of topic or whatever that I'm like I'm into a new community by playing FNAF and liking it and being a part of, knowing the whole lore and everything. You know, it's very interesting to me. Also, I don't know if can I talk about the E,
The what?
the big E
The Big E.
with the cheese.
You can talk about Chuck E. Cheese. Yes.
Okay, I thought that was gonna be dogs, but yeah. So interesting enough, before I played FNAF, I knew about FNAF obviously, like not too much of the lore, but I just knew it was like about this whole place of animatronics and
Mhm.
stuff like that. And my dumbass thought that game was based off like Chuck E. Cheese like actual events,
Like a true
like
story.
true stories back in like the 80s or something. Like my dumbass actually thought that game was based
When
off
did
of
you
reality
realize?
because I didn't know the lore. And like it's more sci-fi lore, obviously.
When did you realize that it wasn't the case?
When I watched the Game Theory videos.
Really?
Yeah.
So you were playing the game and you thought this was like real shit.
Well, not the security breach, but like
Okay.
I thought the
The
old
premise.
ones.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I genuinely thought that it was like based off of like Chuck E. Cheese, and they just changed the name and made it a video game.
No,
You know?
imagine if that was the case.
Yeah. Well, I was like 10. I'm not stupid. I was
You're-
just.
you're 10?
I was 10 when I thought that.
Oh, so when did you realize?
Well, I don't know. When I gained more of a common sense.
Okay. I guess.
You know?
Just over time.
Mm,
When you were younger, you thought it was true.
Yeah, when I was younger, I thought it was like
Nice.
I don't know, like I was trying to connect some dots. Like I knew about the game, I didn't know the
It's
lore.
probably inspired by it.
Yeah.
Like, I don't see why it wouldn't be, because that's not like, I don't know. Well, so you like the game. Are you gonna play any more games in the future? Any FNAF? Because you just started playing. You
Yeah.
played Security Breach. Do you think you'll play any more FNAF
Okay.
games?
So funny enough, like I want to.
Okay.
I think I will be scared shitless.
Yeah. Probably.
And the thing is, security breach. I don't know about sister location. You said it's also more of a
It's
roaming.
Yeah. You can
uh,
roam. It's not
yeah.
like it's nothing like Security Breach. Have you seen anything about Sister Location? Except for
I've
like map
seen
path
it. I've
videos.
seen. Yeah. No. Except his videos.
Like those clips. Yeah. So
Yeah,
you
but
walk around in Sister Location, but
Yeah.
it's not the same as Security Breach at all.
Yeah, and to my knowledge, like the old games, like 1, 2, 3, they're not like roaming really.
Yeah, they're not.
Yeah.
You don't
So
roam.
and I've seen gameplays, and I'm like, bro, that is so hard to keep up with. Like I don't know which one is the one that you like put on a mask and you gotta watch out for the balloon boy or
FNAF 2.
whatever. Yeah, I'm like, okay, that's really hard, and I'm gonna like fail so much because that's such different gameplay.
Yeah.
So I gotta basically learn a whole new game.
Dude, I saw fucking like if you look at Markiplier, he I think was one of the only big YouTubers to do the bonus night for FNAF 2, and that shit is so fucking hard. You pretty much like the bare minimum you have to do is you cannot like there's no just stopping and chilling. There's no like hanging out. You got to be on your laptop or whatever. You got to be constantly like this that for till 6 a.m. As opposed to night 1, you're just like, okay, yeah, camera. Mask. Like, it's not like that. You have to be on your fucking shit. I can show you a clip after, but it's like yeah, it's very hard. And then FNAF like Night 5 is FNAF 2 is very very hard as well. Like same sort of thing. But yeah, you always have a FNAF 6, sorry, a day 6 or night 6 option, and that is like very hard for FNAF 2 especially. Um just you're always doing something. Like I'd be sweating if I did that. I'd actually be like probably you'd probably feel some perspiration on my forehead, dude, because that shit, like, you're moving, dude. You're actually like engaged with the fucking game, and that's stressful, dude. That's not healthy. I know for a fact people are probably there, like kids back in the day were probably trying to do that shit like for so long. I can see so many people just chilling and doing that all day long, trying to complete it. That's unhealthy, dude. But so what game would you play if you had
Of
to
the
choose
FNAF?
another? Yeah, or all of them or whatever. Just like what's something you'd play?
Okay, so let's clarify that I'm kind of a pussy about scary games.
It's funny you say that because I'll let these guys know that you were like, this game's not scary. Didn't you
Yeah.
say that? You said this
Okay,
game's not
so
scary for security breach.
for security breach specifically, it's like the content isn't like scary. It's not like there's a character that like, oh, it's on the screen, I'm gonna fucking
Yeah,
like.
yeah, it's not.
It's not like that at all. That's what I
It's
meant.
intense, dude.
Yeah, it's
like,
intense. Like, cause there's jump scares.
Yeah.
That's the whole point of it.
Yeah.
And there's movement, and there's sometimes you get lucky, sometimes it's bullshit the way you get caught. Like, there's that. It's just a jump scare. Like it could be a puppy jumping on the screen the same way they do, and you would be scared. Ultimately.
Well, I don't know if I agree with that because it's eerie. There's no like jump scare like noise. I'll say this, and I said this, and I'll say it again, and I've been hearing this from people, and it's so true. Audio from games, horror games specifically, are so key to any concept. Audio is key. So audio is why you're getting scared, essentially. Because if you're getting jump scared, if there's no sound, you're probably not gonna get jump scared. And the noises and the stuff leading up to it. For example, when you're in the daycare and you are like trying to run away from the moon man, and you hear him laughing, and you know when he gets closer, the audio picks up.
Yeah.
That's like you're on the edge of your seat.
Yeah.
I've seen you like go like this on my couch. So what I'm saying is that that's probably the reason why you're getting scared the most out of anything.
Yeah.
But yeah, you're right to an extent. If you're gonna get jump scared and it's just like a dog or some other bullshit that's not scary.
I mean, if you don't expect it,
yes, that's the thing.
Yeah, it will catch you off guard. That's like the whole purpose. But like the content of itself is not scary. But like I've seen like FNAF 4 and FNAF 3, like those animatronics are scary. Like it could be an image and not a jump scare, and I could be scared of that like picture. Like I've seen I don't know which Freddy, but which one of the games like Freddy's the most like the animatronics are like the most like damaged and ruined. I think it's 3.
Damaged and ruined. Well,
like the one where there's after like a fire and stuff.
FNAF 4, they got the big teeth and they're in the house. FNAF 3,
with the sharpened big teeth.
Yeah, they're the
that
nightmare.
one.
Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah,
Okay.
because I've seen pictures. I'm like, bro, like imagine that jump scaring
well,
you.
It's supposed to be a kid's nightmare. That's what it's supposed to be. That's how you perceive it, like in a dream.
But like, imagine that scaring you. Like that is.
Imagine that eating you. That's like a night. You'd be dead so quick. It's gotta go like that, and then you're fucked. So to answer.
Bite of night 83. Is it 83 or 87?
The Bite of 87 or 83. I think there's 2 of them. I don't fucking know. The story of the game is all over the place.
Sure.
So to answer the question, what game would you play if you're gonna play another one?
The VR.
VR?
Yeah.
Dude, that shit
go
is
big or
so
go home, man. Go big or go home.
I don't think you'd be able to handle it. I could barely play it.
I already know it's gonna be a hard challenge. That's what I'm saying. Go big or go home, yeah.
It's so hard. So you're gonna get a VR headset just to play it?
Well, no, because then I would have to buy.
I'm saying like,
PS4.
what game are you going to play next? If like, are you going to play a game next? Or do you have any plans to play another game?
Well, isn't there gonna be a new game coming out next year?
No.
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 There was like a lot of new content coming.
I think they're done the games.
I don't know. I guess if I find like a good bundle that I could get all the 1, 2, 3, 4 all in one.
I've never seen that.
No.
I don't think that's a thing.
Honestly, if I have time, I would just start from the beginning to be honest.
If I were to recommend you one, I'd say Sister Location, because you're telling me that you don't like you like to roam, right? You don't like just staying in the office.
Well, I'm more used to that. Like,
yeah,
I'm honestly open to learning the old ways.
Sister Location is like a storyline,
Mhm.
like Security Breach. So if you're not fucking with those big teeth motherfuckers, and you don't like just sitting there getting jump scared and shit, then I would say Sister Location.
But I
that's
feel
up
like
to
the
you.
old ones are the more authentic, like
Yeah.
experience of
I would if
FNAF.
I was you, I would do FNAF 1 and then work up.
Yeah, that's what I'm like. That's what I would do ultimately.
Mm-hmm.
No.
So yeah, maybe do that. I don't know. You can
Yeah.
come to my house. I'll go to yours. I'll do FNAF 1.
I gotta find the
Okay.
bundle though. I don't want to like spend like $80. Like the only time I spent $80 on a game was like 2 times. I bought like Call of Duty Cold War when it came out because like a bunch of my friends had it and we were gonna play zombies, so I bought it. And then another game I paid $80 for, which my dad bought it for me for like Persian New Year's. It was FIFA 20. And the other game I've paid for, but not $80. It was like FIFA. It was the new FIFA, but I got it on
Yeah, I got it on
on
sale.
50%, on 60% sale actually. It was like $40,
Yeah.
like 50 with tax. It was such a nice deal. It was the ultimate package too. So
Well, I just looked it up here. FNAF 1 on Xbox is only $8.
okay,
That's
good.
pretty good.
Yeah, I'll save up for that. Yeah.
One accessible.
Is
one.
Is it for 360?
Probably not. I don't think so. 11 supported languages. Let's see what those are.
Imagine if the
Five Nights at Freddy's original series is $31.
like bundle or
Yeah. Oh, FNAF 1 to 4
for $30
for $31 on Xbox. So does that mean if you get so if they're $8 each and there's 4 of them, you're doing 8 times 4,
32.
32. So you're saving $1.
I guess yeah. It's like bundles like that. Yeah, I would pay.
Well, it's on Xbox. There you go.
Yeah,
Buy
I'll
it.
check that out when I get home.
Yeah, $31. You're saving $31.49. So you're saving 50 cents, buddy.
I don't think all the games are the same price.
Okay.
Because
I
they get
swear
better.
they-
I wouldn't assume they're the same price.
Well, because they all came out in the same. They all came out in the same. Fucking here. Let me search up FNAF on Xbox, and we'll see. Wait, are these? Oh wait, no. Okay, so they're all $7.99, and then the only ones that aren't $7.99 are Security Breach and the bundle that I just read.
Oh, okay.
I don't know what this is. Mystic, Epic, FNAFina. No fucking. Are you ready for an adventure? Solve the puzzles, open the doors. Okay, I don't know what the fuck this is. I've never heard of this, but that's not. Hello Neighbor 2 is $40. That was a fun game, dude. I don't know if they have that they have it for PlayStation, but I would only want to play it with people.
Yeah.
That was so funny watching when the first one came out with those YouTubers. Okay.
But okay, so we also have Ruin that came out.
Yeah,
actually
Ruin came out.
less than a month ago. I don't know what
Yeah,
the
it
date
came out
was.
in July something.
Like
They
on the
didn't-
30th or something.
So, yeah, something like
Dude,
that.
I actually watched a MatPat video on he posted on the day that the Ruin came out.
Okay.
But it's about he was trying to get the lore of Security Breach alone before Ruin adds content. And he was like talking about like AI. It was an interesting video. I mean, it didn't really add much to the lore, but it just gave new perspective. And then he still hasn't made a new one about Ruin, so I think he's just like, testing stuff.
Probably working on it.
Yeah.
AI? What was he talking
Yeah.
about? I've only seen
Yeah.
a little bit of it. What was he
Yeah.
saying?
I mean, it was just about that and the whole thing,
Was there any AI like correlation with like the real world?
Well, he was like trying to say that the spirits like AI is what's controlling the what's his name? I don't want to get too much to the details because it's too long, but he was trying to say like that one guy from the books that made an AI for his little son that died, and then the AI was supposed to learn from the son to be like to play with him or whatever, and then they use that AI to function a glitch trap suit.
The same sort of AI.
Yeah. So like like no spoilers for anybody who's still like finishing the game, probably not. But basically Afton's body is in the basement, like under the Pizzaplex, and apparently like they're using the AI to like make his body work.
Yeah.
Because I mean he was dead, so I wouldn't assume he could
I
move.
wonder how that, dude. I wonder how that would work. AI making you survive, dude. That might be like real. Not now, obviously, but that might be like fucking down the line. I don't know.
What are your thoughts on Ruin so far?
I played a little bit of Ruin. Haven't seen much on it, except for some images, and I think it's actually really good. Like it is, it's scary.
Yeah.
It's actually scary to play, but I love it. It's so like, it's like you ask so many questions. You know what I mean? And there's so many like theories as you're playing it. And it's like, bro, it's really good. I would the graphics are a lot better. The game runs a lot more smoothly.
Yeah.
Which is a W.
Well, it did take away, I think, from the normal storyline, cause when I was finishing the game after Ruin came out, like I was on, it was after 6 a.m. So I was like just finishing up, and the gameplay was a bit like it was slowed down.
Yeah.
But then when we loaded up
Yeah.
Ruin, it was smooth as hell.
And Scott, you said we're gonna delay the game to make it. He used like a cake analogy. I remember we talked about it on here like 2 years ago. He was saying like when you're making a cake and you put it in the oven and it comes out and it's not how you wanted it to come out, you can either choose to do it again and make it how it could be, what you're dreaming of, or you can just live with it. And he's like, we're not living with it. He's like, we've finished the game and it's supposed to come out on this date, but we're gonna postpone it. And it was like months of postponage, and then it came out. And honestly, like, hey, I'm happy you did that because we don't want to play a shitty game. But
there was still a lot of glitches.
Yeah, you didn't really finish baking that cake. But no, that
there were still gooey spots on.
Yeah, 100%. Loved the game though, and Ruin. Yeah, I'm excited to continue to play it.
Speaking of AI, what technology like what sci-fi technology that I don't know, you've seen in movies, like different sci-fi movies, like I don't know, Avengers, DC, and those are like superheroes that usually use sci-fi mostly, but there's a bunch of action movies or non-action movies that use like fairly believable technology that we could believe we could make in close future. What do you think AI could contribute into any of those technologies? Like, name something that you think we will be able to make from the movies that AI will help us make it work.
Low-key staff. No, I'm kidding. I think probably Iron Man's suit, because we already have built Iron Man's suit. We don't have that AI in the suit that is like closing the helmet. Or actually, no, we do have that. I saw Kai Cenat has that. I don't know.
Well, you mean like have like functioning the suit?
Yeah,
because that does need
true.
AI. Like like what part is broken? Like
I'd say that then. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Like you got like someone talking to you. Like what's the Friday? Well, Friday, and there's another name.
Jarvis.
Yeah, Jarvis. Yeah, Friday was like saying like there's damage here, or if you do it's like calculations and
like
shit.
I called people but we're not obviously talking about like building like whatever. I think it was like made out of like a rare steel or whatever. This suit.
Vibrate? No, not vibrate.
No. It was I don't know, something.
It was from Africa when they first started it.
No, it was in Middle East.
Yeah,
it was Middle East.
Where in Middle East?
It was a made up country.
Okay, not in Africa.
No, but we're just talking about the technology side of it, because I feel like we're not gonna make the actual Iron Man suit, but we're gonna make something functioning
that
like
could
a
work
suit.
The same.
Yeah, like a suit that you can fly, nothing that shoots fucking missiles. Like we're not the U.S. military. We're just trying to.
Well, AI could I don't think we'll create an Iron Man, but what I'm saying is I think we'll have the capabilities to create an Iron Man.
Yeah.
That could do all that eventually.
I think AI could work so well with nanotechnology, because I believe nanotechnology could also be so useful in medical senses. You
Yep.
know,
Yep.
if you could like, it could help with immune system, so many internal like things. You know, it's like you send it to kill the viruses or something, and it has AI to detect what the cells, like the nanocells, got to do. Like I feel like that's where AI is most useful for us humans. You know, because I feel like saving someone's life is more important to aim for rather than making something convenient to fly with, like I don't know, Iron Man suit or something like that. You
Some
know, I feel like that's
bullshit.
that. Yeah, it's like I feel like that's where technology is more useful, especially with AI,
Yeah.
rather than like doing our fucking homework. You know.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, just don't
100%.
get me wrong. ChatGPT passed my grade 11, but uh, you know, I feel like that's where they should be aiming the future with it. I feel like they kind of are. I mean, I don't know what I'm complaining
Mhm.
about, but
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, I think just people are focused on the wrong things. I think not the wrong things, like that's not what you should be focused on. When I say wrong things, I think people are focusing on creating AI, or people that are watching AI evolve are only thinking of the bad things
Mhm.
and not as much positive. But that's not entirely true. I feel like there are people that are like, "Oh, this could be really useful." But I
Oh,
just think there's a negative look on it in general.
yeah.
And I get why, and I mean I agree with like all that shit. Do I think we're gonna go to war with AI? No. Because
Not in our lifetime.
I just don't see a motive for them.
Yeah.
Simply
I
all.
mean, like they like people who say that watch too many, like take movies too seriously.
Or they're just doing it
You
for
know?
conversation. They
Yeah.
just say it
And I
'cause
feel like even the fact that there are some people that take it seriously, or that there is this background that, oh, AI might attack us and be a threat to humanity, whatever. I feel like, although I don't find it to be true, I feel like that also puts some level of worry in the programmer's like mind to
yeah,
like
yeah, of course.
program it in a way that doesn't do that, like specifically. But ultimately, more so many more positives than the negatives. The negative is they take over humanity, and that
It's a
is
huge
such
negative.
low odds.
But I mean, here's the thing though, is that there's experts saying that this is dangerous. Like nothing to go against you, Shayan, but like you got. It's not like a Billy Bob saying I don't think the AI should be out because it's gonna destroy the human race. There's actually like there's people that are saying like that, like experts in this field are saying it's dangerous and we shouldn't be using it. People have quit their jobs from AI,
Hmm.
and then you're here saying that they're there's not going to be any war. Like, what is it to think of your word over their word? Because I agree with you. I don't think there will be a war, but I'm saying why should people like believe you, and not just you specifically, but like why should people be thinking that way
Hmm.
over the experts? You know what I mean? Like how does
Well, no, I think it's a risk to reward ratio, like basically anything in life. So you're risking job loss, you're risking threat to humanity, whatever the fuck. But people, like it clouds some people's judgments. You know, there's so I believe that the positives are more quantity and more quality than the negatives. You know, I feel like they go such a long way in medical field in the future that will save tons of life. I think AI and technology will go a very long way in medical field alone. That's the only prediction that I think that I have thought about that is the most beneficial, in my opinion. Now AI can fill up so many small gaps of inconveniences and whatever, but that's just that's just like that's that's what technology is for. You know, it makes things more convenient. But I feel like you gotta look at a bigger picture with AI, because we're making a computer that not only can think smarter and farther than a human, it could learn more things on its own. Well, depending on the data that we give them, you know,
do you think AI can like create some like Viagra?
bro. I mean, yeah, probably with some, I don't know, change the doses, whatever.
Nice.
That I mean, it's still a part of medical field. Don't get
Yeah,
me
yeah, that's
wrong.
what I'm
More,
asking. Just for
yeah.
that Yeah, census. Do you think you
Uh,
do you think you try?
nah,
Sure. Yeah, I heard a.
sir. How I don't want to say no, but I'm not gonna say yes.
Okay, you'd
Like,
have to see how
I
it
mean,
is.
like if I'm 60 and times are tough, you know. Look, man.
Okay. All right. Well,
But yeah, but that's what I think. I feel
gotcha.
like there's so many more positives, and the positives go such a longer way than the negatives. Although like I don't like the experts say it's dangerous, and I get that in a sense that it will make people lazy. Like anybody who has watched Wall E will know what I'm talking about, and I strongly, strongly believe that that's the way humanity is gonna go. Ironically.
Like at the end of the line, like eventually.
Not even end of the line. Like I see, like in 100 years, we
That's
will
how people
have
are
people
gonna
like that. We will have people sitting on
probably
hovering chairs and they're obese and
pressing the screen. You know
yeah,
that? Yeah.
like that's such a close future, especially because at a certain point, like you said, like AI will take over jobs, all that, and like there's gonna be like so many unemployed people, and what are those people gonna do? They're gonna create more people. And they'll be getting busy. Like imagine sitting at home with your like significant other doing nothing all day. There's times that you're gonna be,
Playing
re-
COD. Yeah. And I
yeah,
think because of the new Warzone will come out at that point, so I think I will be playing that with my significant other.
but
You're
no,
right.
no, no. Like, generally, like that will happen, and then more people, less jobs, more. I won't say more food, but more fat people. Yeah, and um. That's a close future, but that is a negative, I will say, depending on I don't know how lazy you are, to be honest. Some people might even want that. They don't like the job they're doing. They want to play games all day. They want to eat food, and
Like, why would you go outside when Warzone 3.0 will be out?
okay, by that point, I think it's more of a VR situation going with Warzone, but yeah, like I feel like that's the
Do you think new zombies will be out by then?
yeah new
Yeah.
zombies, literal zombies.
Oh shit. Okay.
Do you think, since we talk about future, do you think there's gonna be a zombie apocalypse? Do you think there's gonna be, okay, how far you think humanity species gonna go until there's an apocalypse of some crazy sort? It's like
Fucking dude.
everything freezes over, there's a plague, there's zombies, like shit like that, or it's gonna like go on with technology, like get there, like yeah.
I got no idea, and I have no answer for that question. That is so what if. I
Yeah.
wouldn't even
I don't know.
know.
What was your guess though? Like, what? Okay, if you had to choose an
Like why?
apocalypse,
Oh, if there is gonna be an apocalypse, it's gonna be because of global warming, or not global warming. Sorry, climate change. 100%. If anything, because we're already kind of fucked. Like it's already getting worse. So
yeah.
I think that we'll bounce back though. I think there's small efforts over time will
Yeah.
create like some good some good times in terms of global warming. But
Yeah.
I think for right now,
What would you
that's
choose? Like, what would you want?
what I
Okay.
choose.
Yeah. If you're sitting down, like the Matrix movie,
Mm.
and you have two options. Red, you get to choose the apocalypse that the world is gonna end on after your lifetime, so you don't have to experience it. Okay. And nobody that you care about is gonna experience it, unless like I don't know, like great grandchildren, whatever. And on blue is that everybody is gonna become Wall-E and move out and be fat, and their spaceship is gonna crash in the space, and they all die.
Well, that is a bad way to die, and that's a bad way for the human race to be extinct. So, just solely because of that, I'm choosing to create my own apocalypse because that's
No,
just
not like create. You get to choose between different like sci-fi scenarios
okay.
of
Yeah, I
yeah.
would choose that because that's a shit way. I feel like I can find a better way.
What's
I
your
can,
better way?
I'd have to really think about that, but I think from the top of my head, I'm thinking of Terminator. I'm thinking of um
Terminator
fuck.
was a war.
What's the movie with not Will Ferrell,
Will
Tom
Smith?
Hanks. Tom Hanks. You know Tom Hanks, the movie with the robot and he has his dog. I want to find that. I didn't like that movie, but it was a big hit.
Speaking of apocalypse movies and someone named Will, I love I Am Legend. Such a good movie.
So Finch, that's what I'm thinking of. Finch.
Mm.
It's on. Have you seen it? Have you heard of it?
I've heard of it. Never seen
Yeah. So I didn't like it. I wouldn't recommend people watching it. It's just a sad movie, but it's pretty cool. So the apocalypse happens from the weather.
it.
So the weather just kills people over time. So I would choose that.
Yeah.
It's slow, but it's not like anything scary. Of course, it's scary because everyone's dying, but it's like not scary like the same as Aliens or Terminator. So for that, I'm choosing the weather.
Alright. That's a humane answer.
Yeah, what would you go with?
We'll go for. Ooh, have you seen I Am Legend? Actually,
I haven't seen that in a long time, but yeah.
but you know how the zombie apocalypse started,
Yeah, well, I don't remember how, but I remember, yeah, it
Yeah.
started.
and ooh, there's that. I choose a zombie apocalypse, but like which version of the movies I would choose is hard, because there's so many to go by. Like there's Walking Dead, there's I Am
Huh.
Legend, there
Is
is
it called Zombies?
there's COD Zombies, and then there's that one movie Sea of no wait not Sea of Thieves, Army of Thieves, Army of Dead. I don't know if you've seen it. It was such a okay. There's two movies, Army of Thieves, which was the initial movie, and then they made a second one connected in the same universe, Army of Dead.
What about Tomorrow War?
Never seen it.
You haven't?
No.
You gotta fucking watch that. That's a great movie. You know who plays in it?
Who?
Chris Pratt, and then like, who else? A bunch of people. So, have you not heard of it? So basically, it's so good. You should definitely watch it. Chris Pratt plays the protagonist, and he has a family. He has kids. All this shit, and they go to watch. It's December of 2022, and this movie came out in 2021 when I first watched it. It was December of 2022, and he goes home to his family, and they're gonna watch the World Cup final, and he's watching it. It's like Brazil and some other team. Didn't happen.
Yeah.
And
Bad
during the
prediction.
game, one of the biggest sporting events in the world, these people thought it would be a good idea to broadcast themselves for everyone to see, to get their message out. So, the Brazilian striker had a breakaway. He's going up to the goal, and he gets stopped. Like he was gonna score. Everyone's freaking out. Like the whole stadium's cheering, but he gets stopped because this like portal type shit opens up onto the field, and these people with guns and shit come through, and they go onto the field, and they're announcing to the world watching. They're saying, we come from the future. There's a war that we need you to fight. So they pretty much are dealing with an apocalypse, and they've ran out of people. So they're trying to get people from the past to come in to fight the war for them. And the issue is, it's very realistic when it comes to, well, let's say this actually happened. What would happen? The writers thought of all of that. Because in the movie, there's protests. We shouldn't be fighting this. This is not our war. There's protests. People with signs coming out. They're saying like there are people anti-war, and then it's very realistic in that sense. And so they're drafting people to come, and they don't even train them. They pretty much just say what's going to happen. You get assigned a mission. This is what you got to do. Here's your gun. Go. And people are getting upset because like there's a percentage. Only 60% of people come back alive because you have a mission to do. Once you're done that mission, they transport you back to your time. And only like 60% of people or something come back alive. Now, Chris Pratt plays a ex-military person.
Oh.
And he gets drafted to the Tomorrow War, and they're fighting. They don't know what it is. It's very, very good in the element of like you don't know what they're fighting. It's a mystery.
Mm-hmm.
You don't know why. You only realize when they show Chris Pratt go into the future. It's like 2045 or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And basically what happened was these creatures that had melted over time from the Ice Age were trapped in ice, and they were so deep into ice that they were like dinosaurs, that sort of thing. They were trapped in the ice from the Ice Age, and they were never to be released again. Climate change made it so that when the planet got warmer, it defrosted these creatures, and they escaped. And they're not used to humans being around. But these are not like normal dinosaurs. They shoot like spikes. They're like poisonous.
They're
all
like
this shit.
mythical
Yeah, pretty much.
creatures.
And they get, they're from the Ice Age, and then they get sent out, and they just pretty much destroy the whole planet. Miami, they showed Miami. He got teleported when he first was drafted. His group was teleported to Miami in 2050 or whatever it was, and they drop from the sky, but they show you how to land properly. They show you how to do all
Mm-hmm.
this. He fell into a swimming pool. He fell into a swimming pool on top of Miami on like a building rooftop, and he looked over, and Miami is fucked. Like Miami is completely destroyed, but it's Miami. You can still tell and shit, but there's no people. There's no people in the movie. The only people that live in that society are like people that are hiding in remote locations where like they can't go, the creatures.
Yeah.
So I totally recommend everyone watching that. Or
Yes,
like
okay.
like apocalyptic movie, or it's like a live action movie. It's a very good plot twist near the end. Definitely, I'd recommend anyone watching. I've showed my friends and they all love it.
Yeah.
So
Ironically, there's these things like I feel like so many of the viewers would know. They defrosted these worms from
Yeah.
back in the dinosaurs, and there was this TikTok like of a of a news report like about it. People in the comments were going crazy. Like it was a long time ago I watched this. I don't like particularly have any comment in mind, but I remember like everyone was like, "Oh, did you not see this movie, that movie? Like defrosting these guys, like it's gonna be new viruses, like all that." And apparently they like multiplied in the first hour or something. I don't know.
that's crazy.
But yeah, that's like ironic.
Yeah.
Just that the
Yeah.
yeah.
So yeah, give it a watch. I'd recommend.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was a good topic. Should we move on?
Sure.
Okay, so I wanted to bring up the topic of Lil Tay. As you guys know, this week it was all over the place. How she died, she didn't die, she died. So I guess initially what happened was her Instagram account got hacked, and whoever hacked the Instagram account was saying that she died. Her and her brother, and her brother would make the videos back in 2018 when she blew up. Those popular videos, they filmed those together. And yeah, so she pretty much went on, and she was on Instagram. There's a statement, and here I'm gonna pull it up. It pretty much said, like, yeah, I was just announcing her death. So, but okay, wait, I'm trying to find the original. Okay, here it is. So, Vancouver's viral star Lil Tay has died at 14. An online influencer and rapper has passed away at the age of 14. This comes 5 years after the controversial social media sensation. And so what happened was an unnamed family member, this is like reported, an unnamed family member confirmed the sudden and tragic news of her passing in a statement shared on her Instagram account today. Also, the 21-year-old brother, Jason Tyan, I didn't realize he was that young, but I'll read it. It says, like, with a heavy heart that we share the devastating news of our beloved CI, I guess those are initials. Oh no, it's cut off, so I can't read all of it. And tragic passing. We have no words to express the unbearable loss. This outcome was entirely unexpected. Her brother's passing adds an even more unimaginable depth. We kindly ask for privacy, as the circumstances around Claire and her brother passing are still under investigation. Will forever remain in our hearts. Her absence leaving is unbearable. That's felt by all those who loved her. Blah, blah, blah. It's all bullshit, because apparently she went on and said, "I'm not dead." She said that to TMZ.
Like she posted a video.
No, she just said that to TMZ. Like, there's no video of her saying it, like, actually. So, in a statement to TMZ, Lil Tay stated, "I wish to clarify that my brother and I are secure and well, but I am profoundly saddened and struggling to articulate my feelings appropriately. The past 24 hours have been incredibly distressing." I can imagine. But Tay thanks Meta for helping to get her Instagram account back, and the phony death statement has been removed. Well, that guy, whoever did that, is gonna get fucked up
Have
if
you
he gets
seen
caught.
the movie Six Underground? No, it's such a good movie. I also recommend with Ryan Reynolds and a bunch. It's like a story of Ryan Reynolds is a billionaire who creates this, I don't know, tech for military or whatever, gets dick ton of money and decides to fake his death in an airplane accident. So it shows like a Red Bull airplane, like he's flying around
Oh,
in
I
a
might have
canyon.
seen this.
Yeah, you probably seen it.
Yeah.
It came out in 2019. Very good movie, and and he faked his own death, and he decided to make an like special ops team to like do different good shit around the
Yeah,
world.
I think I've seen the
Yeah,
trailer.
dude, it's so good. And so I was gonna say that would you have joined a team in the sense of fake your own death? It's like ultimately, you were dead legally, everybody you
Mhm.
knew, like let's say like you would say no because like, oh, my family would be hurt, like that's acceptable. But let's say that wasn't the case. Your family would have taken it fine. Everybody that they knew you would take it fine. Would you have
Can I
faked
see
your own?
them again?
Well, you can see them from afar that they don't see you
Oh,
because
so
they
I
think
can't
you're.
interact with them in my
No.
life. Okay.
But yeah, it's like that doesn't affect them. Let's just say that doesn't make them sad. It's like,
Okay.
would you take that opportunity and then you could do anything in the world basically?
I would not.
No?
No. I like who I am. I wanna stay alive.
Okay.
I like my friends. I like talking to my parents. I'm gonna like miss my parents. I'm not faking my death anytime soon.
Okay.
Um.
I feel like I would try it. Also, not in a long term situation. I don't know. It's not like you can go back on this
Yeah,
decision, but it's like I would. After watching that movie, I thought about. I was like, that would be kind of cool to see how the world is when there's basically no consequences. So
Yeah.
that'd be fun to try definitely.
Yeah. So back to Lil Tay. I think that okay. My question is she really alive? Because how there's no proof of her saying to TMZ
Yeah.
that this is it's just been said.
Mm-hmm.
It's all over the internet, but why there's no video?
Also, the death has just been said, so there's like, I don't think there's any leg to stand on.
There's
Really.
no what I'm saying is that there's no proof of her being alive. Just as much as she is being dead.
Yeah.
So my question is she really alive or is she really dead?
Okay, crazy thought. I think it's just all a scam to get her back on the topics, and she like they're
It could 100%.
yeah they're just trying to get her back on social media and on the trends. Like she's trying to come back. That's what I believe.
Like Island Boys.
Bro, that
I fucking hate those guys.
I know. Did you see that video? Did you guys see that video of them kissing, bro? I saw that shit. I could not believe my eyes.
Yeah.
I could not believe my eyes.
People will do anything to get.
I
to get
genuinely
clout.
thought it was a mirror. I thought one of them just doing that, but no, it was fucking real.
And you know what pisses me off even more? I don't like to watch this because I cannot stand it. I watch them argue with like Aiden Ross calls them up on Discord, and then they go onto a call, and then they just chat shit with Aiden Ross and Gideon and Zerka, whoever the fuck else is on that call. And there's no what's the point of all, because my question is what's the point of that? Because all that happens is that they go onto the call and they're just yelling back and forth, insult after insult. What's the purpose of this? Why? Because Aiden Ross tried to get them on because he wanted to interview them because he does that. He interviews many people on his streams.
Yeah.
So he tried to get them on to interview them, and they come in with a bitch attitude, taking shots at him for no reason, saying like, yeah, your fucking girlfriend left. Like, I'd fuck her. Like, you made a mistake. Like, out of nowhere. Like, these guys are going to get a fucking slap so hard one day that they're not going to know what hit them. And the thing is that they, like, first of all, they can talk as much shit as they want. Nobody likes them. There's nobody on the internet that likes them. Fucking, I don't even think their parents would like them doing shit like that. So they can talk as much as they want, but nobody likes them, and they will have no love in their life if they keep this shit up. they gotta really like shut the fuck up. And I would not give them the time of day. If I was more on like Gideon's level and more on their level, I would not give them the time of day, because honestly, I think that it's so stupid that you just entertain this. You know what I mean? It's like,
Yeah.
so
But
if I was down there, I wouldn't be doing that. But
you know the Da
Good thing I'm
Vinci
up here.
brothers, the ones that
Yeah.
from like I forgot their actual last name, but they actually made a video because someone commented that, oh, the Island Boys, like they commented like they thought they were them, and then they made a video like, we're not the Island Boys. And then it's like there's something, and then at the end they're like, and we don't kiss each other. And then
I
the
know.
video, and then, that was such a
Yeah.
funny video. I laughed because they're not stupid. They actually was. Did they do WWE or something?
Island Boys?
No, the Vinky boy, the brothers.
I don't know.
But they're actually from Vancouver. You know that, and it was funny. You know, feel like
They kind of
they're
look
my,
like them a little bit.
huh?
Like, without the tattoos.
Yeah.
Yeah, those guys are so ugly with their tattoos. I have nothing against you getting tattoos, but if you want to look like graffiti, that's kind of an ugly look. But they are like, what did they do? They did oh yeah, they're just horrible people. They beat women, the Island Boys. They beat women. They're probably on Epstein's Island. That's why it's called Island Boys. It's so stupid, dude. Like they're not very pleasant people, and you're actually Island Boys. Yeah.
I gotta admit, when the whole "I'm an Island Boy" like song came out, or whatever the trend, like they made the video, it was catchy for a while.
It was catchy doesn't mean it's good.
No, it wasn't good, but it was catchy for a while. Like, this is
Yeah.
the only credit.
Island
That's the
Boy.
only good credit I will give them. That it was that part was catchy for a good amount of time on the internet and like in the world. So that's the only good credit I have for them. And yeah, there's nothing other than that pleasant about these guys, to be honest. You know, and the whole incest thing is just weird.
It's fucking disgusting. That's what it is. God. Okay. So what do you think? I guess we'll wrap it up here.
Sure.
Okay. Thanks for watching. This has been episode 163 of the Avenues podcast, and we'll be back next week with Justin. Hopefully. Oh God. Are you gonna step in next week? Cause we'll need you if he's not here.
Yeah.
So maybe you'll see Shayan next week. But let us know what you think of the new angle. If you like it, we're probably not gonna keep it. No, we definitely won't keep it. But we're just seeing how it is. The reason we're not gonna keep it is because if we have a guest, we can't we only have two
Yeah,
cameras.
we could keep it for the 2 episodes if it's
if they like it. Yeah, I
sure.
guess so.
Yeah, leave us a comment on
Mhm.
if you want it or not.
Yeah. We'll see you guys next week. Peace.
Peace.